slaves to a generation socialized in sicknesses in the mind. We are habitual thinkers,
Scenes of a man dying inside his own apartment were played today at the murder trial of a former Dallas police officer. Amber Guyger says she mistakenly thought the unarmed victim, Botham Jean, was in her apartment. Omar Villafranca shows us what police found at the scene. We warn you, it may be hard to watch.
The body cam video shows officers sprinting up the stairs to the 4th floor, where their fellow officer, Amber Guyger, had just shot Botham Jean in his own apartment. Guyger briefly appears flustered in the video, while officers immediately head to Jean's side and perform CPR. For over 7 minutes, officers took turns applying chest compressions as the 26-year-old laid on his back bleeding from a fatal gunshot wound. Dallas police officer Michael Lee.
Once you and Officer Blair began the regimen of providing his aid, did you stop for any reason? Listen.
The prosecution believes the shooting occurred in part because Guyger was distracted. Earlier, they showed evidence that she was talking and sending sexually explicit texts to her patrol partner, Officer Martin Rivera, who she had a romantic relationship with. The jury also heard Guyger's 911 call. The former officer could be seen wiping her face as it played. The jury saw a video that showed Guyger's key did not work in Jean's door. In fact, his door was slightly open, and the defense is arguing not only did she think that was her door, but she thought someone was inside. Margaret?
Omar, thank you.
You guys, this is Madam 81. I'm back with you again. First and foremost, I'd like to say that I apologize for the last day. Actually, I was at work. I had worked like a 11-12 hour shift, so I was dead ass tired. So I apologize for not putting out a video for yesterday. And pretty much when you don't get a video from me, that means that I didn't work like a 12-hour shift and a bitch is tired, for real. But with that being said, I'm back again with the Dallas Morning News. I told you that I'm going to, the Amber Guyger case was going to be starting September the 23rd, and that I was going to keep everyone updated on the ins and outs of it. I'm going to mainly use a wide range of news outlets to keep you guys in the loop. It does not look good, I will say that. And I'm going to get into this article. It says, police treated Amber Guyger special on the night of the shooting, prosecutor argued. Which is no surprise because, I mean, when it comes to a fucking cop, they can't do no fucking wrong. And even though she was dead wrong and it should be an open and shut fucking case, and this bitch should be in jail, you know, when you become a police, you know, that doesn't apply. Okay, so it starts by saying a defense attorney said that the president of the Dallas Police Association was preserving Guyger's rights while he ordered a camera inside the police car to be shut off. No surprise there. Dallas Sergeant Benetta Valentine testified Tuesday about putting Amber Guyger aside at the scene of the shooting last September. Tom Fox / staff photographer. This article is done by, I'm just going to say L. Smith and Jennifer Emily, Cassandra J., and Dana B. It says, in the hour or so after Guyger shot Botham Jean in his home, she got a visit from the president of the Dallas' biggest police union. This was a setup from the start. I mean, excuse me, not a setup, correction, a cover-up from the start. Testimony in Guyger's murder trial Tuesday also revealed that Mike Matta, head of the Dallas Police Association, told his subordinates that night last September to shut her in the car, the camera in the car off, basically, to turn off the camera system so he and Guyger could speak in private. To the left is a picture of Michael Matta. He serves as the president of the Dallas Police Association. In a hearing that took place outside of the jury's presence Tuesday, lead prosecutor Jason Hummus said Guyger was told not to say anything while the camera was on. He said turning it off and allowing her to interact with other officers gave her preferential treatment, which it did, that wouldn't have been given to any ordinary person in police custody, which is true. I think this investigation from the very beginning treated Amber Guyger differently because she was a police officer, Hermes said, which is true. Defense attorney Robert Roberts, however, said the client was waiting for an attorney and that Matta was protecting her rights to an attorney. Okay, pause in me reading this article. Any person that's not of law enforcement that has been arrested, unless you're I'm going to go there. Unless you the white boy that shot up the church in North Carolina, and any other white terrorist that then killed black people or people of color, Muslims and things like that, they always tend to get special treatment, don't they? Turn off the camera, take them to Burger King, take them to go get something to eat. Don't take them directly to jail. Let them go see their, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a pattern. Like, you don't see it, you don't get it. But anyway, we're going to get back into this. State's District Judge Tammy Kemp, who is presiding over the trial, asked the lawyers whether Matta was a licensed attorney in addition to being a police officer. Hummus said he did not believe so. So you're not an attorney, but yet you took these extra steps for her because she's a police officer? Sergeant Valentine, Sergeant Valentine, that's what I'm going to refer to them as, who also testified Tuesday, said that once she learned Guyger was responsible for the shooting, it was her responsibility to take Guyger to her patrol car and isolate her from the situation. But that wasn't what happened, prosecutors said. Exactly. Of course, that wasn't what happened. She was also seen in there smiling, well, and all of that in court as well. I'm going to try to do these slides. If they play, but they're not going to. So, okay, here we go. That is Sergeant Valentine right there, responding to a question. Judge Tammy Kemp. Man, this is crazy. All right, I'm just going to move on. With the jury out of the room, Hermes showed footage of several people interacting with Guyger before and after Valentine placed her into the squad car. Some of them are Guyger's friends and fellow officers, Hermes said, and Guyger can be seen hugging one of them. No surprise. At the same point, Matta is seen removing Guyger from the squad car. Surveillance footage from the night shown. Valentine told the court that Matta, her superior, because he's been a sergeant longer than she has, then instructed her to turn off a squad car camera that normally captures the moments in the conversations of a person placed in custody inside the police car. And she said, Valentine said she would have left the squad car camera running if she knew Guyger had been off duty during the shooting. Before the camera was cut off, video captured Guyger texting on her phone. Kemp ultimately ruled Tuesday that the prosecution couldn't ask Valentine about any irregularly anything that they felt that was faulty, or about the interactions between Meta and Guyger in the presence of the jury. Why? Reached by phone, Meta declined to comment, saying he could be called to testify. Under Dallas Police Department policy, officers allowed to consult with a companion officer at the time of a officer-involved shooting, but it's unclear whether the circumstances of Jean's death fit the bill of an officer-involved shooting because Guyger was off duty at the time. Officers can terminate a recording when there is no likelihood of any else evidentiary or law enforcement value occurring. It is a violation of the department's general orders for an officer to fail to activate the body worn camera or intentionally terminate a recording in order to commit a violation of the department policy or law. A Dallas police spokesperson declined to comment Tuesday when asked if the exchange violated department policies. These are the people that actually did the article. Please go check them out. This is in Dallas, where it actually happened at. Well, not where it happened, but it's in Dallas, Texas. To my knowledge. As always, I'm going to keep you updated on this. My basic just feelings about it, like the first video that I made about Amber Guyger. This bitch needs to be in jail. She needs to be among the general population. She needs to answer for the death of this man who did nothing but lay down and go to sleep in his apartment that night. She needs, and her superior needs to be investigated as well. And anybody that had anything to do with the night that she was arrested, she was off duty. So I don't think that should apply to her about the department policy, because she was essentially, off duty at the time. And that is the Judge Tammy Kemp. This trial, I do not believe my predictions of the trial. I do not believe that she's going to be brought to justice. If she is brought to justice, it's going to basically be a slap on the wrist. The police always look out for each other. That's why I just have a disdain for police. That's no secret. A lot of people do not like the police because they feel as though they're above the law. And to be honest with you, they are the second largest gang in the world. I'm not talking about the Bloods or the Crips or the Latin Kings or MS-13s or any of that, or the street gangs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the official gangs, which are the United States government, which consists of the FBI, the CIA, and any other department that falls under the government jurisdiction, and the police department. The police department is the underlings of the government. So you can call it conspiracy theory, you can call it whatever you want, but if you are not a person of color, you cannot begin to understand the things that people of color see on a daily basis as far as the injustice and the privileges that cops have on it. I mean, and how they treat the people. You know, in some police districts, in some states, the police don't even look like the people that they supposed to protect and serve. I mean, you have whole white police departments protecting black neighborhoods, and that's a problem there because people, they need to interact with people that look like, it has to be multicultural. You understand what I'm saying? And the only reason why I say that because in like the hood or whatever they want to call it, it is multicultural. There's not just black people there. You have people that's there from Latin descent. You have people that's there that's Mexicans. You have people that's there that's Muslim. You have people that's there that has different religious backgrounds and so on and so forth. And the police departments a lot of times do not represent the makeup of the community. It doesn't. Sorry. But I don't really think that she's going to get anything done to her. Like, she not. As long as she got the fraternal order of police, you can put your favorite state in front of it. They ain't shit. They a bunch of racist ass pieces of shit. The cops that are good cops, they are so focused on their fucking career and keeping their job that they'll play along even though they are violating the very same rights that are afforded to the people that they're supposed to protect and serve. So I don't have any really no high hopes for her being, convicted or, getting in trouble, or her superior getting in trouble, or anybody that was involved getting in trouble. That's just my honest opinion. But I'm gonna stay for the shit show. And I'm gonna keep y'all updated. With that being said, please drop down in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please sound off. Let me know what's going on. If you don't like what I'm saying, I got a whole bunch of history that I can lay on you about the police department. Who do you think the police department is? They are the former slave catchers of the plantation owners. Over across the pond, they call them the penny rollers, or the paddies, or whatever. So there's a very long history of, the KKK. Where the fuck do you think that they went? They had children. Their children had children. Their children's children had children. Where do you think they went? They went into law enforcement, and that's what's running law enforcement today. The fucking KKK. The descendants of the former leaders of the original KKK. That's who's running it. So, again, I'm Madam81. Comment. If you don't like it, tell me. I wouldn't care. If you do like it, tell me. It's okay. And until then, I'll talk to you.